Now, one of the things that we are seeing in China coming from the car industry as a whole is that it's becoming much tougher, not only to the local Chinese car producers, but also these some of the most popular car producers like Mercedes, BMW. I mean, Mercedes came just yesterday and announced that their profit margin, they are adjusting their profit margin to around 7.5 to 8.5, which is down 11% from the previous year. And these, they are basing it based on the demand which they are seeing in China. I mean, it is with no doubt that a lot of Chinese consumers are having quite a number of options to choose from. And our favorite EV stock, Nio, it is one of the companies that is making companies like Mercedes, companies like BMW, companies like Audi to start seeing their sales drop down. I mean, there are quite a number of scenarios where we saw someone going to buy a Mercedes. It did not happen once. Their plan was to buy a Mercedes, but because just before they make the final decision, they encountered Nio, they end up changing the whole thing and going to buy a Nio car or a Nio brand, which is something that shows you that Nio is a company that is putting a lot of pressure onto this, some of the most popular car companies which are known globally. I mean, same goes for Audi. You will know that as it stands in China, there's a subsidy where those people that are swapping their old gas cars for new energy vehicle cars, or their old cars for new energy vehicle cars, they are getting subsidies of up to 20,000 RMB. There was a user, or an Audi user, who was driving A6, who we saw swapping that A6 for a Nio EV car, which is something that shows you once again that Nio, it is one of the companies that is causing a lot of heat into some of these luxury brands coming from outside of China. It is for this reason that Nio, whilst companies like Mercedes are struggling, not seeing demand going down this year, companies like Nio are flourishing because sales-wise, we know that they've been doing so good. They've been selling pretty good, which is something that shows you that the reason why companies like Mercedes, BMW, Audi are struggling, or are starting to see at least a struggle in terms of sales they generate, is because of companies like Nio. Because as these other companies are seeing sales going down, Nio sales are on the rise, which is something that shows you that blue sky is coming. I mean, it is so good to finally see a premium EV car in China starting to make these premium brands like Mercedes, BMW really fight for their money. Because when you talk of top quality, Nio has that. When you talk of the beauty, Nio has that. When you talk of technology, Nio has top-notch technology. In fact, the kind of technology that you find onto Nio cars, some of the technology these popular brands or premium brands, they don't even have them, which is something that shows you that Nio, it is a company which is just set for greatness. So yeah, man, we read that because of the low demand that Mercedes is seeing in China, they have to also now reduce their revenue guidance for the year because things are becoming much tougher in the Chinese market. So I'm happy, man. It's good to see that our Nio, it's doing so well, and it is making some of these companies or premium companies to really have to work hard, because Nio is setting the standards. It's raising the bar. I mean, Mercedes next year will be launching some of the full EV cars, so that they plan to, of course, tackle EV cars or premium EV cars like Nio. And I must say, they must really put everything they've got, because technology-wise, beauty-wise, we know that Nio is not going to stop anytime soon developing, improving their cars, and therefore they must really work very hard to make sure that they can compete with EV cars like Nio. And as a Nio investor myself, I'm excited about this. Blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will definitely be rewarded in the long term. I mean, you and me are starting to see what Nio could potentially be in the future. But some of the investors are starting to see the potential that lies within the Nio stock, the potential that I've been telling you on this channel to say it is just set for greatness. They are starting, some investors, those that have sold their Nio stock because of the maybe not seeing what Nio could turn out to be, they are coming back because they see and understand and agree that blue sky is coming. So I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about this. I think this tells us that we should brace ourselves for what's coming, because if Nio is doing or it's scooping the kind of sales they are scooping without even launching a new model onto the Nio brand, imagine what we are going to see next year. This is going to continuously improve the sales that we see onto Nio, which is something that we look forward to. Otherwise, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming. Do your own due diligence so that at least you're comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best, and God bless you all.